On this episode of Mapping It, we hire a local guide and explore central Bali, starting with ULUN DANU BERATAN Temple, a temple built on water. Then we stop by Handara Gate before heading to JATILUWIH Rice Terrace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After exploring the rice terraces, we hike to a beautiful hidden waterfall in the middle of the Balinese jungle. This is the best day trip from Ubud, so stick around. We've come to ULUN DANU BERATAN Temple. It's a beautiful temple on Lake Beratan, and we just got our tickets, 75,000 per person, and it comes with water. And now we're gonna go explore. ULUN DANU BERATAN Temple is a Hindu temple that was built in 1633 and is dedicated to the Balinese water goddess because of its proximity to Lake Beratan, which is a main source of water and irrigation in central Bali.
Behind me is ULUN DANU Temple, built in the 17th century, and it's a very holy temple in Bali.
A unique feature of this temple is that there's a Buddhist stupa right next to it, which isn't common. The stupa represents religious harmony. We finished up at the temple and now we're going to Handara Gates.
Yes.
We made it to the Handara Gate. It's a gate to a golf course, but it's become an Instagram hotspot. And we bought our tickets. They were 30,000 per person, and if you want to drone, it was 100,000. So we only had to buy one person ticket and one drone ticket. And it's raining right now, but we're here anyways. There's nothing we can do about the weather, so we just have to make the most of it.
Yep.
So let's go explore.
And not kill our drone.
Handara Gate is the entrance to a local golf course and resort complex that was built in 1974. It's not religiously significant, it just happens to be a beautiful piece of architecture that people like to take photos of. If you come here, the process for taking photos is similar to Lempuyang Temple, where you're given a number and you wait your turn. Another similarity is that the person taking photos uses a mirror, so if you don't want that, be sure to say so. The place can get very busy, but coming during rainy season meant there were fewer crowds. We were planning another stop after Handara Gate, but we got rained out. That's always a possibility when visiting Bali during rainy season. So we moved on to our next destination, and it was beautifully sunny there. Well, we just came to the JATILUWIH Rice Terraces, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but before we explore that, we're going to get some lunch. And we've come to Warung Dia, which has an a la carte menu, but they also have a lunch buffet. And that's what we opted for, and everything looks incredible. We have nasi goreng and mee goreng, and we have chicken satay and tuna satay, and we have some sweet potato cakes right here. And this is a tempeh cake, as well as some lemongrass chicken, and two kinds of rice. The white rice is just regular rice, and the brown rice is actually from this region, so very cool. And we have a tomato sauce and a peanut sauce as well, and I'm sure they're very spicy. Look at that.
Rice looks good.
Yeah, it does. It's super fresh, too. Yes, that is very flavorful. So good. And the mee goreng now. Mee means noodles, goreng means fried. So, nasi goreng, fried rice, mee goreng, fried noodles. I think I'm a mee goreng kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it so much. But I think it's time to try some of the satay. I'm gonna try it plain first. Very flavorful, very savory, not really spicy, so I put sauce on it. peanut sauce has a bit of a kick to it. It's not as bad as the babi guling chilies that I had yesterday. Ooh, that was something, but it's very good. This is very good. I definitely recommend it. Jeremy, what are you gonna try?
Yeah, I'm gonna try the lemongrass chicken. Wow. It's amazing how much like freshness or like fresh flavor you get from the lemongrass. Super soft and tender.
Yeah.
That's a good combination. Never had it before. It's very good. Let's try these sweet potato fritters. It's good. Nice kind of light fry. A little bit of sweetness. Very tasty though. I would definitely recommend getting these. Last thing we're gonna try is some chicken and corn soup. Man, that's some good soup. You got the nice kind of sweet flavor from the corn. Adding chicken to anything is always good. Man, that's some nice fresh soup.
But maybe the best part about this restaurant is the view. And now we're gonna finish our lunch and then head to the rice terraces. Welcome to Jatiluwih! Well, lunch was very good, and now we're going to explore the Jatiluwih rice terraces. They were made a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2012, and it's because of the Subak irrigation system that they use to irrigate the rice fields. It's centuries-old design, where the water is blessed at a temple, and then it's filtered down into the rice paddies for irrigation. We learned that rice has a 4-month growing cycle, and they grow maybe 3 times a year at each paddy, and the land is shared by many different farmers, and they each have their own area that they farm.
There are several different hiking paths you can take to explore the rice terraces. We took the shortest path, which is about 30 minutes of hiking, but that doesn't include stops to take photos or admire the scenery. We spent about an hour and a half here. You can hike alone, but we're so glad we had our guide Gusti with us to explain local customs and show us things we otherwise would have missed. We even got to try a fruit we had never heard of before.
If you eat the seed, problem.
Problems.
Eat the problem one.
No, I'm gonna try the little one first. Snakeskin fruit. Yeah.
Salad.
Salad. It's very good. Like a melon almost. Don't want to bite the seed inside.
You got close.
It's very good. Has like a texture like a pear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Healthy.
We found some taro plants in the middle of the rice fields.
We saw many plants growing next to the rice paddies, including bananas, guava, and cacao. We also learned about different farming techniques. Some people use mechanical plows, and others use an older style plow pulled by water buffalo.
Well, we've been walking for a while through the rice terraces, and they are just stunning. We've learned a ton of information about how the rice is grown and the Subak system. Really cool to learn about. And we've come to this gorgeous viewpoint, and the rice terraces just go on and on and on forever. It's breathtaking.
The Jatiluwih rice terraces span an area of 33 square kilometers.
So it proves it's absolutely massive.
And you can take hikes that are as short as 30 minutes or as long as about 4 hours.
Yeah, so there's something for everyone. beware that it can take a long time if you take a lot of photos. We have some tips if you want to come to the JATILUWIH Rice Terraces yourself. Bring lots of water and a hat and sunscreen because there's not a whole lot of shade and it gets very hot here.
Also make sure to bring cash because there are stands throughout the rice terraces run by the farmers that are selling rice that's made here, as well as other products such as like dried fruit and other
chips and things.
Well, we've had a lot of fun walking around the JATILUWIH Rice Terraces. Now we're going to head back to the car and go to our next stop.
Now we've come to LEKE LEKE Waterfall, and it's about a 15-minute hike down, and it was very rainy, so we've got some nice walking sticks and the path is a little muddy, so we're taking it a little slow. Let's go see what it looks like.
The hike to LEKE LEKE took us about 30 minutes because the recent rain made everything very muddy and slippery. We were careful to go slow and not get injured.
The humidity is high, as you might expect when you're hiking through the Balinese jungle. But I can hear the rush of the river, so we must be getting pretty close. Oh my gosh, do you see that? It's our first glimpse.
This is pretty ridiculous. That's such a tall waterfall.
This is so cool! And there were a couple other people here, but now we have it all to ourselves. If you come to any waterfall in Bali, prepare to get wet. Don't wear your favorite shoes, but definitely wear ones with good traction.
LEKE LEKE Waterfall is definitely on people's radar, but there are more popular waterfalls nearby, so this one often gets overlooked. If you want to experience more of a hidden gem, definitely come here. It's a steep hike to the bottom, but it's well worth the effort.
I made it back!
And he made it back without sitting on his butt and getting his butt dirty, unlike me. And did I put on a dress for this photo? Yes, I did. Am I that extra? I guess I am.
And now let's hike back to the top.
Yeah! If you're anything like us, you may have gotten dirty feet on your hike, but luckily you can wash your feet at the foot washing station at the top. Well, we just got back to our villa in Ubud. We got cleaned up a little bit, and now we're heading out to find some dinner. Hopefully we can find something good.
Yeah!
I think we've been to enough countries to know that we should just never trust Google Maps. Google led us on a wild goose chase down some dark roads with mud. Instead of dealing with muddy stairs in the dark and possibly a sprained ankle, we are turning back and heading to the main road.
After a long and very confusing walk, we finally made it to Tiger Sushi for some dinner. We got some rainbow dragon sushi, tempura shrimp, avocado, cucumber, salmon, and tuna. That's real good. Very fresh tasting. Taste the fresh cucumber. Very nice. For main dish, I got the katsu chicken curry. Looks very good. Wow. Very crispy skin on the chicken. Very good curry sauce. Very deep curry flavor. I would definitely recommend it.
For my dish, I got the katsudon with chicken. Wow. Ooh, steamy. This looks like it's gonna be hot. Wow, the chicken is so crispy, really tender and juicy inside. There's a bunch of different flavors going on in my mouth. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but it's all very tasty. Highly recommend. We're back at our villa. We had quite the adventure this evening. I think a lot more of an adventure than we were planning.
For sure.
Yeah, Google Maps said 15-minute walk to dinner, but it took a lot longer than that. Google wanted to take us on a really weird route. Don't trust Google. And so eventually we got there, but
The whole process took us almost 2 hours when it should have probably been closer to an hour.
I guess Ubud is not a walking town. It's not meant for pedestrians.
Not at dark, at least.
Yeah, not at dark. Probably just not in general. I think everyone just typically uses scooters to get around, and we don't know how to scooter. Maybe one day we need to learn. That'd be probably a good idea.
Here's not the place to learn.
No, here is not the place to learn. I don't think beginners should try doing that in Ubud. Maybe Bali in general is not. But plenty of people do, and plenty of people get injuries. And we don't want to get injured, but we got injured tonight. We were walking down a windy road, and I slipped, and I
got some scrapes.
Yeah, I got some scrapes. It's a bummer. But we made it back mostly in one piece.
Alive.
And I think we learned our lesson. And I hope you learned from our mistake. Other than that, I think we're ready to just call it a night. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yes.
It's a beautiful water temple. It's a beautiful temple on a lake. Well, we finished.
Go ahead.
So let's dig in. Should I say that part again? And then it's filtered down, and it's a lot of stuff happens. Also, this is not owned by just one person. It's a lot of many farmers own the land here. Many small plots of land are shared by many people. I don't know.
The JATILUWIH Rice Terraces take up,
Span.
The JATILUWIH.
Well, now we've come to LEKE LEKE Waterfall. Did I say that right?
Leke Leke.
LEKE LEKE.
We have found ourselves lost in the forest. It is very muddy out here, but luckily we found some walking sticks. We don't know how long we'll be stuck here.
He's lying, don't listen to a word he's saying.
I just stepped in a real mud pit.
Walking through these trees, it's just unreal. It feels like we are in the middle of Jurassic Park, and also I just saw a bat.